Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And believe it or not, we are still at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party, because another possible reason for Meghan's delight at being present at that party, however she got in there, it has emerged, and this is thanks mostly to Maureen Callahan and Rob Shuter, who has become Mr. Know-It-All when it comes to Hollywood gossip. And they are claiming that Meghan Markle allegedly was shamelessly auditioning for the next Bond movie. And this is because, of course, Amazon now has the rights to the Bond franchise. Jeff Bezos is now Bond, James Bond, Jeff Bond. And so Madame, she's always wanted to be a Bond girl. We heard when they first went to America, when they exited, that she was certainly a shoo-in for the next Bond girl. And now perhaps her dream is going to come true. She apparently was networking like mad at the party and treating it as an open audition. And not only that, so we got the Bond girl thing to look at, also apparently doing her best to convince Jeff Bezos to take on With Love Meghan and stream it on Amazon now that Netflix has lost interest in the project. According to Crazy Days and Nuts, he's not falling for that. And we've also had some PR, some spin puff pieces in media over the past few days saying that Jeff Bezos could be her next billionaire backer for her brand. A little 5-card reading. We're going to check in and see what her true intentions are, allegedly, with Jeff Bezos. Tinseltown Tarot, of course, on the tarot table. For this one, we're going to ask about his feelings. What does he think of her? We're going to ask whether she was auditioning, whether this is what she really wants. We're going to ask what her true intentions are. Is it the billionaire backer thing? Does she want to be the next Mrs. Bezos? What is going on? What are her true intentions? And what is going to be the outcome? What is she going to get out of this association, this lucky break for her, this Amazon opportunity, as I'm calling it, my lame pun of the day. I'm sure it's not the only lame pun of the day, but it's the current lame pun. And is she going to, are all her dreams finally going to come true? We have long speculated she's been on the prowl for a billionaire. There has been, sadly, is not a billionaire. And if his court case where they've had to chuck out the only witness goes even more wrong, he might be a debtor rather than even just a humble millionaire. We don't know. We'll look at that in the next few days, of course. Tarot for fun and entertainment, or of course my opinion or speculation. Just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. 5-card reading. What's going on with Jeff Bezos? Has he found his new Bond girl? And what does he think of her? Was she auditioning? What does she really want? What is she going to get? That's what we're looking at today. Little 5-card reading. 8 of Wands in reverse. That's blocked progress. I like to see that as the underlying energy. I have to say, there it is. Hollywood sign, the plane, the liftoff, the elevation, acceleration, flying high, but it's in reverse. That means that her progress is being blocked, impeded. She's not getting the attention she wants. She's not getting the opportunities she wants. What a surprise. That is our underlying energy. We could almost feel sorry for her, but we aren't going to, not me anyway. Heart of this reading. What is going on? 5 of Swords in reverse. This is conflict and conflict and conflict, and being defeated, still with a Hollywood sign in the background, and on a losing streak. That card is telling me that's where she is right now. Even though, there go the hardy-dars, even though she had the big smile on her face and there has been in her claws, there's a lot going on in Meghan's life that is not positive. She's suffered a lot of heavy defeats this year. with losing the Netflix deal, even though she's reframed it as a new opportunity. No, not really. She's lost the Limonada deal, the podcast. She's been ridiculed left and right. Her With Love Meghan thing was a giant flop. Her As Ever thing has been a giant flop, and on and on and on. We can list the giant flops. There they are. For all her scrambling, and she is someone who is very dogged in her determination to get what she wants. She's willing to I was going to be quite crude, but get quite bruised and grazed knees with carpet burns, as we saw many years ago at the US Open, a long time ago. Some of you will know what I'm referencing, with what looked like carpet burns on those knees. But that Five of Swords in reverse tells me that she's on a losing streak, trying to turn her luck around. No wonder she elbowed her way into that party in that unfortunate outfit that she was wearing, if it can even be called an outfit. Let's ask what Jeff Bezos, the bookseller, as Crazy Days and Nights calls him, what does the bookseller think of Meghan Markle? What does he think of her? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who has thrown away the most golden opportunity one could ever have, which was an entree into the royal family. She had it all, and she threw it away. It doesn't get better. They might not be the wealthiest in the world, but they're up there. And I'm sure if some of the assets that I don't think we know about were counted and looked at, then we would realize that they're probably really stratospherically wealthy, the British royal family, but they don't really want us to know that. My opinion, of course, there she was. She was set for life. That's the 10 of Pentacles upright, in one of the wealthiest families in the world. She had nothing to do, nothing to want. Everything was there for her, and she threw it away because she wanted that vulgar level of celebrity that she got finally at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. And not only that, I would say that that card is telling us, this is my opinion, of course, that he thinks that she's a bad bet. And this is exactly what Crazy Days and Nights tells us. She sucked up to the wealthy bookseller. Enty tells us in one of his blind gossip items, but he doesn't want her show on his platform. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's no money there. None at all. It would cost him a lot of money. It would make no money at all. So let's ask if she was auditioning brazenly for the part of the next Bond girl at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is cringe. Knight of Wands is quite dramatic and trying their luck. Absolutely, Knight of Wands. What I'm getting is that it was embarrassing. That it maybe was embarrassing for Harry, because he very often shows up as Knight of Wands. It might be one of the reasons why he was looking so inebriated, had to drown his sorrows there while she was disporting in front of the bookseller. We don't know, of course. It's interesting that Enty said she sucked up to the wealthy bookseller, but he doesn't want her show on his platform. Read into that what you will, but the Knight of Wands in reverse is more for me, Harry, and everyone else's energy, I think, of watching it and just thinking, cringe, I can't believe what I am seeing. That's how it's reading for me. Tell us about her true intentions when it comes to the bookseller. What does she really want from him? Is this her next billionaire backer? Is this her next Mr. Markle? What is he? What does she really want from him? Ooh, the Tower. Wow. Interesting energy in there, because it's one of the main energies of the Tower card in tarot traditionally is divorce. So you can read it in one of two ways, really. Either she wants to be rescued because her life is spiraling. Five of Swords in reverse, that it's all going horribly wrong, and now here's an opportunity for her to stick her claws into someone who could save her financially as her life disintegrates. The Tower energy, that's a more charitable interpretation of these cards, I would say. I should imagine that she's got him lined up as the next Ted Sarandos, who seems to be washing his hands of her, however quietly and subtly. There is another way I could read that Tower card, though, of course. And a lot of people are speculating, not a lot, but some people are speculating that she might be hoping to insinuate herself into the relationship, the newlyweds' marriage, and cause some sort of Tower moment there. I wouldn't put it past her, given her ability to move on from a relationship while the person in the relationship thinks there is still a relationship, and move forward. Very ambitious, very calculated in her way of behaving and interacting with men. So both options are on the table. I'll leave it to you to choose which way you would like to interpret that Tower card, but it's a very big card on this tarot table. It's a very dominant energy. For me, as an energy reader, I'm getting a bit of both, a bit of a rescue opportunity there for her, and I would also say, wouldn't say no if she got an opportunity there to oust the current Mrs. Bezos. Just saying, this of course is my opinion, and it is tarot for fun and entertainment. What is she going to get out of the situation, if anything? Are all her dreams going to come true, or is it going to be a big fat no? And we got the Three of Cups in reverse. It's a big fat no. We know that because we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse as our underlying energy. So we know that the path is being blocked, access is being blocked. Three of Cups in reverse tells me that she's not going to be welcomed into this inner sanctum. I would say that current Mrs. Bezos is well aware of the potential threat. I would say that those around him also, I would say he himself is no fool and he is wise to what is going on. And that is just no, you're not in with the party crowd, you're not the popular people. She wasn't invited to the wedding, to any of that stuff. She and Harry were very obviously left out of all of those things. And so the fact that they managed to turn up at this birthday party was in itself something of a triumph for Meghan Markle, and something of a shock, I would say, to the bookseller. But no, she's not going to be part of the in crowd. She's not going to be happy. She's not going to be celebrating, partying with them, enjoying herself with them, going on super yachts with them, going to glamorous events with them, launches, red carpet events with them. When the next Bond movie is launched, she's not going to be on the red carpet unless she leaps out from behind a pot plant at a strategic moment and sort of lands on the red carpet. That's the kind of energy that's coming through for me. So I think she was trying her luck. I think she's on a real downward spiral in her life, even though big smiley face. And I think everyone knows, everyone saw. Jeff Bezos certainly sees that she's really messed up in a golden opportunity in her life. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. If she was treating the party as an open audition, Knight of Wands in reverse tells me that Harry was mortified. And I think more than Harry, I think quite a few people saw it and just thought, oh no, can't believe what I'm seeing. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.